Okay, so this motorcycle journey you shared with us,
Yeah.
this mini Cordillera Ultra Loop 360
Right.
through the Cordillera region of the Philippines sounds incredible.
It was pretty wild.
Yeah. And today, we really want to sort of unpack it all, for our listeners, the route, the bike, the whole experience.
Yeah.
So we're digging into your firsthand account here to really get a sense of it all.
Cool. I think what really jumps out at me right away is the ambition of this loop.
Right.
You're doing this solo too.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to read about a place,
Yeah.
sit at home and look at pictures, but
Right.
to actually get out there on two wheels and experience it firsthand,
Yeah.
that's a whole other level.
It's a real commitment.
It is.
So let's trace that path a little bit. You set off
Yeah.
day 81 of 2025,
Yep.
5:04 a.m.
Bright and early.
from Quezon Hill in Baguio.
Bright and early.
From Quezon Hill in Baguio.
Got to get a head start.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
And you made it there before 9:00 a.m.
Yeah, I wanted to catch the morning light,
Yeah.
for the drone shots.
Oh, yeah. I bet the light hitting those mountains
That was amazing.
must have been incredible.
That early start.
Yeah.
I think that was a smart move.
Right.
Not only for the light, but just to experience the Cordillera.
Yeah.
When it's still quiet and peaceful,
Yeah.
before the day really gets going.
Yeah, before the crowds and all that.
Exactly.
Then the loop took you through Nueva Vizcaya.
Right.
Even got a little glimpse towards Isabela.
Kind of a teaser for future adventures.
Oh, yeah.
I made a mental note to come back and explore that area someday.
Nice.
And then on to Solano before hitting that stretch to Nebul4.
Right.
That was a challenging one.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But first, the whole loop circles back to Quezon Hill in Baguio. Roughly 340 kilometers.
About that, yeah.
About 12 hours at a comfortable pace.
Yeah, I wasn't in a hurry,
Yeah,
Just wanted to soak it all in.
12 hours on a motorcycle, especially through that terrain. That's not just a Sunday drive.
No, it's not.
That's a real commitment to the journey.
It is. It's about the experience as much as the destination.
Speaking of the journey, let's talk about those roads.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned highways connecting things up,
Right.
but the real thrill, it sounds like, was in those winding mountain passes.
Absolutely.
Especially that 2 to 3 hour section from Nueva Vizcaya to Nebul4 Dam.
Yeah, that was something else.
What made that part stand out?
Those twisty roads, they're challenging,
Yeah.
but that's often the reward for experienced riders.
Yeah.
It demands your full focus.
Right.
You really have to be on your game.
Right.
And it creates this incredible connection between you, the bike, and the environment.
You're really in the moment.
Yeah, you're not just cruising along, you're actively engaged.
So let's talk about your ride.
My trusty steed,
A Suzuki Raider 155 in ash blue,
a great bike for this kind of trip.
and you made a key modification.
I did.
Changing the sprockets to -1 on the front and +2 on the rear.
Yeah, that was crucial.
For our listener who might not be a bike person,
Right.
what does that actually do?
Think of it like this.
Okay.
Imagine you're on a bicycle and you're about to climb a steep hill.
Mm-hmm.
You shift to a lower gear to make pedaling easier,
Yeah,
even though it means you won't go as fast on flat ground.
right.
That sprocket change does something similar for a motorcycle.
Okay.
It gives you quicker acceleration off the line
Mm-hmm.
and more torque,
More torque meaning.
that pulling power,
Okay,
which is super helpful for climbing those steep mountain roads and powering out of tight corners.
got it.
And, it does come at the expense of a little bit of top speed on straightaways,
Right.
but on this trip, top speed wasn't really the priority.
Yeah, it's about optimizing for the terrain.
Exactly.
So, beyond the ride itself, what were some of the moments that really stuck with you?
Oh, man.
You mentioned breathtaking scenery, those mountain vistas, Nebul4 Dam.
Yeah, the scenery was just incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's more than just the visuals,
Right.
It's that sense of accomplishment
Yeah.
that comes from navigating such a demanding loop.
Yeah.
It's not just about seeing beautiful places.
Right.
It's about the act of conquering the road itself.
And it wasn't just the asphalt and the views either, right?
No.
You mentioned the cultural richness of passing through all those diverse communities.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
That's where a motorcycle journey really stands out compared to other ways of traveling.
Yeah.
You're exposed to the local culture in such a direct way.
Right.
You get to interact with people, experience their traditions.
Yeah.
It's really special.
So finally, you shared some really crucial advice for anyone thinking of following in your tire tracks.
Yeah, I think it's important to be prepared
Right.
and respectful.
Absolutely.
Make sure your bike is dialed in.
Yeah. Brakes, tires, suspension, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Proper gear, helmet, jacket, gloves, boots.
Safety first. You need to have a good navigation system or map
Right.
and be familiar with the route. And of course, be ready for those unpredictable mountain weather shifts.
Yeah, the weather can change quickly.
Oh yeah, 1 minute it's sunshine, the next it's pouring rain.
And that respect for local customs.
That's essential.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're a visitor in their home.
You're a guest.
You need to be mindful of that.
It's about balancing that thrill with responsibility.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there you have it, folks.
A whirlwind tour.
A deep dive into the Mini Cordillera Ultra Loop 360.
It was an unforgettable experience.
Yeah, it sounds incredible.
A real adventure.
Stunning natural beauty, pure exhilaration of riding.
It was a perfect blend.
Yeah, it really makes you think
About what?
about the kind of adventures that
Yeah.
push your limits and connect you with the world in such a visceral way.
I think everyone needs that kind of experience.
What unexplored paths are out there calling your name?
That's the question, isn't it?
Time to find out.
Thanks for sharing your journey with us.
It was my pleasure.